How's it going, guys? Welcome back for some more Viewer's Choice Blocks builds, a series where you guys pick the blocks and I make a building. And for last episode, DJ Bro has picked these blocks, and let's take a look. Now, I did not have a design. Like, I kind of tried to remember a design I went with before. Kind of tried to make it look kind of like a temple in here. I might plant some more trees to kind of make it look more temple-esque and add more swamp trees. But this biome is like half swamp, half... It's like a mushroom swamp. I dig it. But I am going to make a part 2 to this just because it does feel a little bit bland, and up here there's not really too much going on. Like, I kind of have this open balcony area up here where you can come up here and chill, but besides that there's really not much else, and you can kind of climb this tree if you want. There's a cool mountain over there. We'll go check that out here in a second. I don't think I put a sign on this building. We'll find out. Let's go down this trapdoor, down these little ladders that we got over here. I kind of went with like an old style. I used to do crafting table pillars, and they look pretty neat sitting in a corner, but with Pocket Edition we got these stone cutters, so I kind of had to throw those in there. It still looks pretty dope, in my opinion. Then we got 16 ovens over here, furnaces, for some very efficient grinding. You can come over here, cook up a lot of stuff, store it in here. Now, the original design idea I had that I was going to go for, each level was going to be kind of like a different room, and then this back section was going to lead up into like an upper story that had like the bed. That's where the bed's going to go. Like down here is mainly like crafting area and stuff. But yeah, that's going to be this build, or that was this build. Kind of have like our little loot chest over here. I did put a sign on it. DJ Bro, thanks bro for picking these blocks, and stay tuned for episode 2 or part 2 of this Let's Build. Let's add some more vines in here. I kind of wanted to make it look like it was overtaken. That'll grow over the window eventually. I just can't place directly on the windows. But it kind of looks a little overtaken. No, I want this one by like the wildlife. I'm going to change the position of a lot of these mossy stones to where it looks like moss is just growing up the side of the building, instead of having part of the build. I can never do doors. Let's just look down and go through the doors. But right now it kind of looks structural. It doesn't look like it's built into it. And same with these down here. I'm going to make it look like it's more built into it. And kind of hide these 3 blocks here. I'm going to get rid of that one. Let me actually get rid of these because the zombies can actually climb that, stand on top of it, and bust down your door. So, little side note. Zombie, if you guys didn't pay attention in, I think it was like episode 2 or something, I mentioned, if you guys don't know how to keep zombies outside, and if you're wondering why I always put a door up a block, it's because when a zombie tries to bust down your door, it doesn't come over here and start beating on the bottom of the door. It doesn't think the bottom of the door is a solid block, so it tries to jump to the solid block. And the solid block is the top block, and it can't hit and jump at the same time. So it just stands there jumping until it burns to death in sunrise. But yeah, it's pretty much where I was going with this. It's kind of like a temple area. See, their vines are growing over the side over here. It's gonna look dope. I'm gonna add like more vines down here. Change up this little section so you can't really see. Well, I don't know. Tell me what you think about the being able to see the wood platforms and stuff. Or the wood flooring. Let me know what you guys think of this build. I think it's pretty cool. We can do a lot more with it. It's a big old rectangle with a little bit more angles and stuff. So we'll come back to this for a part 2 at a later date. But for right now, we have up through episode 10 lined up. So I guess once we figure out, once you guys are out of suggestions, I guess it would be a good way to put it. Once I'd stop getting suggestions for episodes, we'll go back to doing part 2s, make everything super fancy. I haven't had much time recently to do villages. Apologize about that as well, but we might do that as like a separate build. This looks freaky. Like, this is totally going to be the spot for our next build. There's a cave right here. There's a pumpkin. All the good stuff. This is a good taiga biome. Holy jeez. Stretch taiga biome. Should we just do it like on top of this? Or do like a free floating... Well, with the blocks for today's build... Let me grab my notebook. For today's build, I'd like to thank Pepi Power, or Pepi Power, or however you want to, or however you say your name. I think it's Pepi Power, for choosing today's blocks. We're going to be working with packed ice, which is this one. No, it's snow. Packed ice, which won't melt in the heat of wherever I put it, thankfully. We also have sand. Kind of just putting these in the middle, and let me fix that. Packed ice goes over here. Sand. We have another sand. Is this really called... Oh, it is red sand. Okay. I thought it was called orange sand. But anyway. While we're right here, I'm gonna bring something up real quick. If you guys just give me, like, for wood types, if you guys just give me a type of wood, I'm going to assume you guys are talking, or if you say wood, I'm going to assume you're talking about logs, because that's what they're called. Like, if you've played PC and you've given yourself logs before, and the coding for these are called logs. I can't remember if they changed it for 1.9, but it's pretty much /give player name Minecraft semicolon whatever you want, and then version type, number, position. Crazy stuff. I'll get into that at a later date, but for now we have sand and sponge. I haven't worked with sponge. That's endstone. Where is the sponge? I don't think this is updated to 1.8 completely. There's the sponge. It's in tools and decorations. So when I say decorations are off limits, that means like flowers. You can't stack flowers on top of each other to make a building. I can make like a gazebo or something and make like a little meadow or something like that, but besides the point. And for the last part, last block, this is going to be the hardest one to work in and make it look good. Dirt. Plain old dirt. I think I'm going to work off the sand as contrast. I don't know. I really don't know. This is a really odd combination. I have no idea what I'm going to build right now. So with that said, let's hop into today's build. Figure out where we're going to put it. Actually, is this lava spewing out over here? Perfect. We're going on top of the lava. Yeah. Now I don't want to destroy that source block, and I don't want to, oh, we don't have any wood, so there's not going to be anything to catch fire. Cool. So I think I'm going to take off this top layer and get into cracking.